Hi everyone, thanks for coming by. Happy Sagittarius season. Today is the first day of Sagittarius. The sun has moved there. We're moving towards a full moon in Gemini, which I'll cover in another video. Today I'm going to open up with a little bit of astrology, and then I'll do a general reading for anybody who's interested. Anybody, any sign, you guys. This kind of applies to all of us and none of us at the same time. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For the astrology intro, I wanted to talk about the transition from Scorpio to Sag to Capricorn season. The stars working in cooperation, collaboration with each other. It's never just a one step. Just like with tarot, you never want to do a one card reading. Yes, your intuition can fill in lots of things, but it's meant to work as a whole, and it influences itself, if that makes sense. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Scorpio season, which was a doozy this year. But as I always say with the stars, they are our teachers and our tools. They are not our owners. In other words, we collaborate. I can't stress that strongly enough. They're meant for our use. So the more we learn about where we're at and where the stars are at and how to utilize the available energies to the best of our ability, the more functional astrology is. It moves it out of the realm, and tarot's the same way. It moves it out of the realm of the mystical where, I am at the mercy of the will of the gods. No, you're not. You are in collaboration with the gods and with the stars. That's why anything that comes about in your life is of your own making, whether we want to take responsibility for that or not. I've been going on a lot about that lately. This Scorpio season was all about taking responsibility for what lies below our own surface. Scorpio rules the 8th house of the zodiac, the house of the hidden, the house of the psyche, what lies below. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, our karma, our past life, and the things we carry around with us. The major arcana Scorpio is the death card. A very key component of the death card is the transformation part. It's death and transformation. That's the entire gift of Scorpio to the zodiac as a whole. And it can apply to situations in our lives, sure, like ending other situations to begin new ones, things like that. But it all originates from the transformation of the self. Scorpio season is all about digging below your own surface, doing your work, finding what's hidden below that lives in your shadows. Because as Carl Jung said, until the unconscious is made conscious, it will continue to direct your life and you will call it fate. Scorpio understands that, the collaborative part of our destiny. So during Scorpio season, there was a really big opportunity for us to take a cold, hard look at those parts of ourselves we're afraid to, the things that keep us from operating in our shadow side, the parts of ourselves that we won't look at, so we won't transform. If nothing changes, nothing changes. And there's a very, very good reason for that. Because as we head into Sagittarius season, we get to the 9th house. The 9th house is the bridging house between the spiritual self and the physical self. It's represented in the major arcana. One of its representations is the Wheel of Fortune. This is my let go or be drag card. The reason I say it that way is because we actually set the trajectory of the wheel. Once again, it doesn't just come rolling through our lives for no particular reason because whatever, God hates us, the universe hates us. It's everything's against us. Scorpio season can definitely make you feel that way if you're not willing to do your own work. And once we get to the Wheel of Fortune in Sag season, whatever work we did back here with Scorpio now comes into play. So did you do it? Did you look below your surface? Did you take a hard look at what needs to be changed so that you can change your destiny? It's our job. And when the wheel comes rolling through, that's when you find out Sagittarius season is all about expansion, growth, higher learning. But if there was no transformation that took place back in Scorpio season, then the way that this wheel turns is actually backwards. So for many people in the collective, they will be experiencing kind of a redo, a recycle of lessons that were meant to be learned back in Scorpio season as it pertains to the self and what the self commits to and the amount of work we're willing to do to be an active participant in our own destiny. Otherwise, when the wheel comes through, it's too late. It's like, oh no, I meant to do the work. I wanted to. I was going to take time for self-reflection and change, but I got busy, but I got scared, but I got bored, but it was too hard. Well, that's fine. Then the wheel comes through and says, well, you get another chance at it. You get another whole year of a pattern you've set. So depending on which way you directed your energy during the Scorpio season, was it focused on the energy of another? Because if that's the case, then what's going to happen is the wheel's going to bring back around another learning experience with that other that you've been focusing on instead of the mirror within. And again, because it works as a unity, we go death, Scorpio season gives us the opportunity for transformation so that we can spin the wheel of our destiny in a direction of success, of learning, of growth and expansion. Sagittarius is Jupiter, it's luck. And yes, the universe will bless you with luck if you've done the work to accept it. You know how many times as a reader, I speak with people and they're like, I just want change, I want love, I want something new, and then the change comes, but they haven't done the internal work to accept it. So they bolt, so they run, or they sabotage, or whatever the case is. I mean, I get it, right? If you're not ready, you're not ready. So you go back and you do it again. And you can do that as many times in life as you need to do it before you get to the lesson. And the lesson here is Capricorn. Capricorn, of course, comes after Sagittarius. And this is happening in late December. Capricorn's major arcana is the devil. Now, the devil is very representative because as that wheel turns, once again, if we haven't done the transformational work that Scorpio urges us to do, then we're chained to the things we chain ourselves to voluntarily. Those relationships we can't seem to escape. Well, we can if we do the work in Scorpio season. But if we haven't, then Saturn comes along here. Saturn holds us in restriction until we learn what we need to learn. It's the taskmaster. It's the father of the zodiac. It's my for your own good card. You will do this again. So if you haven't taken the time to really do that excavating that Scorpio gives you the opportunity to do, that wheel is going to roll on through your life back to a cycle that you've already completed. And I'll tell you this, the devil, Saturn, hates repeating cycles. It's the god of time, and wasting time is not really in the best interest of Capricorn because it's all about what can you achieve. You can't achieve anything when you're chained to your own shadow. And being chained to your own shadow is a voluntary choice. The universe will meet you where you're at. You're actually the one writing the plot. You know that, right? And then the universe comes along and is like, we respect you. You chose your plot. We'll just fill in all the parts that fit the story that you chose to live. And that's the lesson of the Wheel of Fortune. There can be no expansion. There can be no blessing from the universe unless we're willing to bring about our own readiness to accept that blessing. We're heading towards Christmas, and I always compare it to like begging your parents for a certain gift all year long. And then when that gift arrives, you're like, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not ready. I don't think so. I don't want to replace the old doll I had, actually. That kind of energy. It's really, it breaks my heart to see people do that with the gifts that the universe brings in. As a parent, it breaks my heart for sure, because the universe just wants to make you happy. All you're doing is saying what that would be. But if you sit in a state of absolute passivity and you're like, just bring me something. I'll know when I see it. I'll decide when it gets here. Then you will. And then you're chained to that shadow of repeating cycles. And I'll tell you this, When Lord Saturn gets upset, repeating lessons get harder each time around until eventually those chains become permanent. Why? Because now it's in your own psyche. That's just the way we work. That's the way the psyche works. That's astroterology for you guys. So, did we manifest in change, luck, expansion, adventure, growth, joy? Or were we too scared to go through that death and this death and transformation? If so, Capricorn season comes in to collect its toll. Whatever this wheel brings through Sag, you're going to have to answer for in Capricorn season. So for some people in the collective, this transformation didn't take place because, again, it's voluntary. You only have to do what you want to do to get what you want to get, right? So for many people in the collective, the transformation never occurred. Therefore, that tricky little devil underneath that wheel rolling through is going to bring some repeating lessons. And then Saturn is going to come in and be like, all right, do we need another go around of this, huh? So another year. And that's just the way it works. All right, you guys. That's what we're dealing with Sag season. However, if that transformation did take place, then Jupiter comes in and does what Jupiter does. It expands your life. It grows your spiritual awareness. Sag is the 9th house. It's about as above, so below. And learning how to incorporate the gifts that you ask for into your daily world. If you didn't ask for anything, if you're like, nah, I'm good where I am, well, then the same thing, you'll stay exactly where you are. That the universe works with you, for you, but you set the story. And if you did undergo that transformation, then that Wheel of Fortune with Sagittarius season is going to bring through a whole lot of new blessings. That's what Jupiter does. You wanted new, here's new. You wanted expansion, here's the opportunity. The reason I call it let go or be dragged is because by the time we hit Sagittarius season in a year cycle, everything's been set into motion. There's no stopping that wheel at this point. That's what Scorpio comes about to tell us. And that's why Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. It all has to do with your past, your psyche, what's hidden, your karma. That's Scorp's job. All right, you guys, let's get into the main reading. If you're still with me, I'm sorry, I'm all about self-accountability because really I've been at this a long time and it's quite exhausting to watch people put themselves through again and again and again and come back to me for readings year after year. Why is this relationship not changing? Why am I still unhappy? Why haven't I found the love of my life? That kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, dude, what did you do? What did you do? Did you get ready? Did you invite it in? Did you create change? Were you open and ready to receive the blessing that you asked the universe for? If not, it's too late. You get another year to learn those cycles one more time. All right. So let's get into the main reading. This is for anybody, any sign. I'm just going to take a look at the general overall energy in the collective as it relates to Sagittarius season. This is an anything goes reading. I'm going to freestyle it. You'll know if it resonates with you. If it doesn't, just remember that you don't have to resonate with every message in a reading for it to have some value for you. So keep an open mind. All right, my friends, here we go. We have the Lovers straight out. This is Gemini energy. We have a full moon in Gemini coming up in 5 days. Again, I'll do a video on that. But the Lovers is what your heart is calling for. It's a decision that needs to be made, usually between the past and the future. Usually between what's familiar and what's not familiar. Because Gemini energy is curious and wants to expand as well. In fact, that's all part of Gemini's job, but I'll get to that in the moon. But the Lovers is there, it's hovering. So our hearts are calling for something else. And this is the need to make a choice, the crossroads. Gemini is the twin, so it can also be two parts of ourselves, which is what I was saying, right? It is all about you. Leaving things from the past behind is hard to do because it means we have to grow. We have to choose to expand. So many people choose to cling to what was before. What else do we have? Oh, I see. The Five of Swords, conflict and defeat. The Five of Swords is a mindset issue. For me, especially in this context, this is about you fighting with yourself on the intellectual level, trying to cause yourself to surrender something that your heart is calling for. I don't want to. I don't feel like it. It's too hard. Look at this guy. He's retreating from a battle. He's like, I can't fight it. No way. He's all bent over and hobbled, and he's stumbling down the stairs. He's all like, no way, I couldn't do it. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah. Two of Swords, mental conflict. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, lots of swords coming out in the mind. So this is trying to make a head over heart decision here. The Lover's energy is simply our soul calling for expansion. That's simply all that it is. And this is the energy of somebody fighting themselves. We have double crossroads cards here. By the way, the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords, of course, equals the 7, which is personal deception. That's mentally tricking yourself. Oh my goodness, the Nine of Swords. Suffering in silence. Well, yeah, this is what resistance causes. This is the energy of thinking that you can control everything with the mind. Thinking that, well, I decided that this Lover's energy doesn't exist within me and therefore it doesn't exist. The Nine of Swords is trying to map out destiny. It's trying to control the way things unfold when there's no real way to do that. The wheel has already started turning. Let's get one more. Look at that. The Lovers comes in first card and then swords, swords, swords. I don't want it. All right. Nobody's going to force you if you're resonating with this. The universe is simply saying, here it is. We heard your call. You called it. We heard your call. And now if you're resonating with this, it's like, nope, nope, nope. I don't want it. I made my decision. I'm going to shut this bad boy down. Okay. One more, please. Okay, thank you. Oh, I see. Is that why? Interesting. The Six of Cups. Look at that. The sixes in the minor arcana are all ruled by the sixes of the major, which is the Lover's card. Now, the Six of Cups is memories and longing for something that isn't there anymore. It can be hoping for purity to return to a situation where it won't. But the Six of Cups for me is about looking at a past energy that cannot be duplicated. It's like a frozen moment in time when love was simple, when you believed in the innocence and purity of love. With the Six of Cups and the Lovers, that's like what's calling to you on such a heart level. There's a purity here that you're trying to mentally shut down. Look what's on the bottom, the wheel. Let go or be dragged. Here it comes. Sag energy, destiny. And destiny, we have Sag and Gemini, opposite signs. Sag season, full moon in Gemini, right here. This is the completion of a cycle, like I said. With that full moon in Gemini, it marks the end of a manifestation, the completion. It will come again next year, for sure. Let's get some star codes. Let's do some astrology on this. What do we have? Now, this can be energy in your birth chart and someone around you, or just overall influencing the situation. We have the conjunction or the alliance. A conjunction happens when two planets are in the same sign at a similar degree and they form a conjunction to each other. It's supercharged. This conjunction is falling on top of the Lover's card, the alliance. Okay. The first house, Aries rules the first house. This is the arrival of the self, the new self. It's the new beginning. It's where your rising sign lives in your personal birth chart. Therefore, what are you stepping into? What are you rising towards? Okay. The universe, that's too many. The universe brought this in for you. This lover's connection, this conjunction. It's here with the arrival. And with the Five of Swords, you're like, I don't know. It's too hard. We have Ceres. That's all about nurturing. This connection now what you're trying to decide is whether or not to actually put any of your own energy into a situation. Whether you want to nurture it alone, because here it is. It's arrived. The third house, Gemini rules the third house. This is the house of communication, and we have it on top of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is keeping the communication internal. Swords are all about our thoughts, our intellect, our strategies, and we have communication with the ninth house. So you're keeping all of that locked up inside in your own kind of worry, anxiety, stress, silence. And last one, we have the 11th house. Aquarius rules the 11th house. This is about community, the collective, your friendships, the people around you. All right, interesting. Okay, so this can be about a reluctance to leave behind that which is familiar with you, because we have the Six of Cups and community together. So it could be something that you've built, like where you've lived your whole life. It could have to do with your childhood, that you're reluctant to step away from that and create something new. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It's all about change, upheaval, the new vision. On the bottom of the deck, we have progressions. This is planets as they progress through the sky, right? So this is what's happening right now. All right. And one from the wisdom of the oracle before we get into the main spread. You guys know how I am with my oracle cards. What do we have? Oh, that one almost came out. What do we have, please, for whoever's resonating with this? All these swords sandwiched between the Lovers and the Six of Cups. Oh God, oh God. All right. Yeah. The higher power. This is you collaborating with the universe. This is you being directed on by a higher power. There is definitely something very spiritual happening here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny, and the Lover's card. And then we have the Loyal Heart. All right. So this could be somebody from your past. With this community and Six of Cups, maybe that's why you're having trouble expanding. Because many people think that to leave behind something from the past means we're being somehow disloyal to it. So oftentimes when new opportunities come up in life, it brings up things from the past. And then we're like, no, I can't let that go. I love that. Somewhere in your heart, you're holding on to a loyalty to something of the past. On the bottom of the deck, we have Yang, divine masculine energy. All right. I could be specifically picking up on masculine energy here, or this can be about that in like the masculine in your world. All right, let me move my coffee. Make some room here. Let's get into the good tarot. As I said, I'm going to freestyle, but I want to see what's happening on your mind because we have all of these swords here. We get the Two of Swords again. And the Two of Swords, this is a good example. It's about trying to make a mental decision when nothing is clear. The Two is ruled by the High Priestess, number 2 in the major. It's about having to follow your intuition, not your mind. Along with that came the Eight of Cups, Scorpio. Scorpio, and the Eight of Cups is all about walking away from things that were never reached a place of fulfillment. You want the Ten of Cups. You can see here how he's got like a treasure chest partly full with jewels, and he's looking at the arrival of that ship heading towards him. Fulfillment, there's still more room. So do you want to leave behind this past energy here that never actually reached a place of fulfillment to expand 8 to the 10 of Cups? And you're like, I don't think so. I don't know. All right. Let's see why. Why don't you know? Oh my gosh, the 10 of Swords. Okay, I'm actually relieved to see this because the 10 of Swords after the 9, it's kind of like, it's done. You're putting it to an end. The cycle has now been completed. No more anxiety, no more stressing about it. The Ten of Swords is a decision being made. I'm going to clarify. Oh, we have Divine Masculine himself here with the Emperor. We have Yang energy on the bottom of the deck, right? Mars energy here, Aries. Interesting, because right now we have our North Node, our collective North Node in Aries. Our North Node is all about our destined path. This is all about stepping into Emperor energy. What does that mean? That means making the best choices for the sake of the life you want to build. Taking control of the situations that lead you down bad, dark roads. That lead you into places where you're unable to grow this empire, which is your life. That's coming along with nurture. Okay. Is that so? Why? Because you want to step into Emperor energy. Okay. The Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Do you have your eye on somebody here? The Three of Wands kind of goes hand in hand for me with this Eight of Cups. Where are you? Okay. You can see how they're both kind of surveying the horizon for what's to come. Both of them contain boats. This situation could involve travel. It could involve water. Okay, but the Three of Fire is looking to your future with positive expectancy. And on the other side of that, you see the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Sag season. And the Queen of Wands is all about answering to your heart with that Lover's card. You can see how her beauty is ignited by the passion of her own heart. Loyal hearts. Fire signs rule the heart. So this is also about loyalty to your own heart. Very attractive, very magnetic energy. This could be who you're looking at the future with and trying to make a decision about whether or not to step into it. Okay. Then we get the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Earth energy with the Ace of Pentacles. Well, with both, really. Put together, they create the Four, which is the Emperor. Building together. Making something solid. Something lasting that can grow. It's about putting investment into things that grow. And this has to do with the 11th house in the community. You may want to collaborate in some way with this Queen of Wands energy. Look at that. On the bottom, we have the Magician. Gemini and Virgo energy here. This is what you're manifesting. We'll see what's going on with this Eight of Cups, what you're leaving behind. Oh my gosh. There's 5 crows on the grass outside. I hope you guys, oh, you can't see them fly in the window, darn. Interesting. They're gathering up food. Crows could have a special connection for some of you guys. All right, let's just get a little bit more here and then we'll get into clarifying. Oh, you're on the table too. All right. We have the King of Earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. How much that goes along with the Emperor, the Three of Earth, and the Ace. The King of Earth, much like the Emperor, in fact, it's the last stage of development before Emperor, doesn't waste time, energy, money, investment, anything. Doesn't waste on anything that's not going to grow or expand or reach a place of solidity. We get the Lovers again. Gemini. I love this Lovers card in the Good Tarot because you can see that this is Divine Feminine there. And you can see that that's represented by a lion. Our temptations are represented by the lion. This is about conquering the beast within that keeps you from acting in your own integrity. It's about making a choice to commit. The Hierophant. And with the Ace of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, especially with this King here, this is about committing. This is about putting in investment where investment grows. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. And that's also about what do you believe in. Oh, interesting. We have Strength on the bottom. Look at all these majors coming out, you guys. Strength is Leo's, look, Leo's major. We have that lion repeated again from the Lovers. And this is where the Empress has that lion tamed. Strength is about having the courage Leo rules courage, to go within, like I said, and answer to those parts of yourself, that beast within, that keeps you from acting in your own best interest. It's about having courage, absolutely, especially with all these swords out here. I can see that it requires courage. Now I see why loyal heart's coming in. Because that King of Pentacles is very loyal energy, especially when the Emperor is on board. You could be looking at a marital situation. You could be trying to make a choice about whether or not to end a commitment. But what it actually looks like to me here with the Ten of Swords, it's about stepping into a commitment out of any past energy that did not reach the 10. Okay, let's start clarifying. Let's use the wild unknown. Let's talk about this decision with the Eight of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Lovers. What's this about? The Page of Pentacles. Now the page takes that Ace of Offering that we saw right there, brings it down into reality and makes it manifest. This could be a message. This could be about something new that's forming and you're trying to decide whether or not to go towards it. We have Libra with Justice. Libra is all about harmony and balance. It goes very much hand in hand with this Lovers card. Libra rules the 7th house of the zodiac, the house of long-term relationships and partnerships. This is about whether or not this situation is actually the right thing for you. Let's see. Let's get one more. Why the Eight of Cups? Where are you going? Is it to work? No. This is about doing what's right. Okay. Six of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, doing what's right. The Hanged Man is Pisces. This is about you changing your perspective on what brings you balance and harmony in your life, on what kind of collaboration is going to build and yield into something greater. With Pisces energy, there's a holding back here. And I can see why, because you're very hesitant to leave behind something else. Okay? This requires that you see things in a different way with this Hanged Man and the Lovers card as well. It might be that this situation for you represents a different kind of balance, one that you never really knew you needed until you knew you needed it. What about this Ten of Swords? I'm not surprised, the King of Swords. There he is. He's been coming up a lot lately. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. The King of Swords is a decision maker. He sticks to the facts. He's very clear-minded. And this is the person to cut down all of this anxiety and worrying, make a decision. Ten of Swords. Decision made. The King of Swords, like I said, is the man to do that. Let's see. Head over heart here. King of Swords. The Hierophant. Again, Taurus. Again, this has to do with a commitment. Are you trying to end a marriage? A commitment? To step into something new? That very well could be. Okay? Or it's about you putting to end old cycles in your life so that you can become committed. Depends on how that resonates for you. But the Hierophant is about what your beliefs are and paying attention to what your soul is calling out for. Okay, let's see this Emperor and Two of Swords, because this is, you're trying to make this decision. Look at that. We got the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Swords right up here. Remember I mentioned that internal struggle? I can't. It's too hard. I can't work on it. It's too much effort. Eight of Pentacles is about putting in the hard work and the diligence to nurture something along. And this is you saying, no, I don't want to. The Page of Wands. We have two pages here. This could have to do with children as well, because we have the Six of Cups. So that could be involving children. But this can also be about just something new forming and you're deciding not to put the work in on it. Four of Cups. There's your hesitation. Okay. So what you asked for came. And you're like, nope. All right, let's see. Queen of Wands, Three of Wands. This is who you have your eye on. the Knight of Swords, and you've got something you want to say. The Knight of Swords, this is interesting because we have the King back here who's decided to put something to an end, but comes in quite jumpy, quite unsure. The Knight of Swords is not the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords comes in and is like, I've got something to say, I want to tell the truth. Yeah, Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands is all about movement, action, communication. And you're nervous about this communication. Ten of Pentacles. Commitment. Let's see. Nine of Swords. The Son of Swords is like springing out of that Nine of Swords and being like, all right, that's just enough. I've thought about this enough. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm going to go in to see how it lands and be ready to bolt if it doesn't land well. Another night. You want to talk to this Queen of Wands. Four of Wands. More fire energy. There is a very, very deep connection here. The Lovers and the Four of Wands is like a deep soul connection. But the Four of Wands is also about creating something together, something safe, celebratory, passionate, happy. It could be a home. It could be about working with another person, because we do have the Eight of Pentacles with this Ace. Okay? They want to talk to you about creating something with you, or vice versa. Depends on what side you're... Oh, I see. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, is the true partner who is capable, because we have justice in marriage here, who is capable of building this Ten of Pentacles, which flashed out earlier. Looky look. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That's what you want. That's what you're going towards. But you're having trouble whether or not deciding to put something else to an end. The Sun, wow. The Sun is rebirth. This is what happens when you've done the work in Scorpio season. You're blessed with the Sun, vitality, passion, excitement, a rebirth, new energy. And this is what you want to talk to this Queen of Pentacles about. Enlightenment, marriage, commitment. All right. All right. Let's see. The Star. Aquarius is major. Amazing. The Sun and the Star. This could be everything that you wished for. This is about wish fulfillment. And because you did the hard work, and I can see that here, to make a choice, in comes the new hope. And then we have that Ace of Swords. Thank goodness. Clarity. This could be communication finally coming through. Either you're ready to speak to somebody about this decision that you've made to seek emotional fulfillment, to commit. Look who's on the bottom. Capricorn with the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay. But the Ace of Swords is what cuts you free from all of this anxiety. There's a truth that you need to speak. Something clear here. And it has to do with the Three of Pentacles, building, collaborating. Seven on the bottom, we have Ten of Pentacles. We don't have a lot of cups. Oh, as I say that, the Ace of Cups comes out, I see. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. This has come into your life because you manifested it. Brand new beginnings. Aces come in as energetic offerings from the universe. In other words, here's what you wished for. Now it's up to you to make it into a practical reality. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about getting what you deserve after a hard battle. You can see how that butterfly is emerging from those brambles below. More beautiful because of the struggle, having learned the difficult lessons. And now we have the King of Pentacles again on the bottom of the deck. So this has been a bit of a process for you. A difficult choice that you had to make. It could have been between a pre-existing commitment and a new one that you want to make with somebody. It could be about your work for sure. All right, that Devil wants to come out. Remember, the Devil is Saturn, but it also represents fear, repeating cycles, things we should have learned. It represents addictions, thought patterns that keep us down, those chains that bind us, as we saw in the Rider-Waite Devil. It's fear too, though. Because the moon is there on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Swords. Why are you scared to accept this? Oh, thank goodness. We have Sag coming out with Temperance. Temperance trumps the devil every time. And often when the devil comes out in a reading, we get Strength or Temperance. We have both. This is that you do have the courage, the ability, and the strength, okay, to overcome this fear or this binding energy that's keeping you in the past somehow. Temperance is as above, so below. All right, we get it. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it has to do with whether or not you're ready to commit to yourself and to accept these new energies that the universe brought in for you. Let me grab the lights here. I'm not happy about this Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. We did not get a complete answer here with the Hanged Man. What's going on? Why is it so hard? We get that Page of Pentacles again. To start something new, you want to move towards it. Yeah, something new, the Ace of Wands. We have all the aces on the board now. This is what Sag season offers us. The Ace of Wands comes in like a Roman candle to your heart. And often when I get the Lover's card, almost every time, the Ace of Wands comes in. Because again, it's all about needing to make a choice. When a new part of our heart has been ignited, it kind of dims the light of what we've been holding on to. And with that loyal heart, this can be a difficult decision for you to make. And there could be some emotional confusion for you as well with the Seven of Cups. Maybe that's why you're having difficulty walking away. And then in comes the Tower, Aquarius energy, also Aries and Scorpio. The Tower is sudden change. The universe brings this in, once again, when we are in a state of resistance, when we are resisting change. From the Tower, then comes the New Hope, which is the Star card. We have that here. It goes Tower, then Star. After all the rubble clears, what is the new hope? What is left? And where are you going? So you sat at the crossroads for too long. Yeah, we have the Emperor again. And the Emperor particularly here, I love this. In the very smart Light Seer deck, he's holding that huge chess piece because the Emperor is a strategist. And this is about trying to control the way things are going, for sure. All right. The Wheel came out. Let's just get one more. What are you leaving behind? What are you struggling with? We have the Five of Cups up there. Five of Swords. What are you struggling with? This is the third time we got the Five of Swords. Self-defeating dialogues. I can't do it, it's too hard, I can't have this new beginning. And the Wheel is all over this reading. Interesting. All right, Five of Swords, let's go. The Ten of Swords. Thank goodness, the end. But are you heading towards this new beginning? Are you, Eight of Cups, heading towards this new beginning? Another good example. You can see how she's turned her back on that small fire to head towards the source, the sun. I think that's what you're going to do. Beautiful. Ace of Swords and the Chariot, Cancer's major. The Chariot is driven by the Emperor. Well, finally, this is getting clarity, making the decision you need to make, aligning yourself with your own destination, and then going for it. Taking control of those dark and light energies inside of us, which are always in existence, but it is about learning how to align them so that the direction of your life is not pulled all over the map. The Emperor does not like that. Where are you going? To that Queen of Wands? Oh my gosh. To your Ten of Cups. That's why the Eight of Cups was there. This is total emotional fulfillment. Look at that rainbow. Remember I said there weren't enough cups? Here's the cups. And that is what you're going towards. Lovers on the bottom of the deck. It is a difficult decision. I see that. You're sitting at a crossroads. You don't know what to choose here. There's a lot of fear about accepting in something new. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Something in your life has to come to an end so that you can move towards that new beginning. And you are trying with all of your might to resist it. But it's happening. Because the Emperor knows what's best. Okay. Wow. All right, I need another sip. My mouth just suddenly got very dry. Let us end this reading with your true love reading cards. And what do we have to end this reading? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Yin and Yang, the balance of masculine and feminine energy. And we have that here with the Libra card of Justice. This is about what brings you balance in your life and making a commitment to it. Look at those swans. They mate for life. And we have loyal heart there as well. All right. From the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, you guys, so take them only as they resonate. What do we have here? We have strong, strong Capricorn energy, strong Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, and Sag. Lots of Sag. But I think that's referring to Sag season. Okay. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Beautiful. Because you had the courage to do what we were supposed to do with Scorpio's gift. In comes sacred union. Close your eyes and tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. That's what I'm saying. Whatever was excavated in Scorpio season that was hidden below, that caused you the fear and all that stuff, it's actually a gift. And this is about telling yourself that you do deserve to feel joyful. 9 of Swords. Cut it out with the mental dialogues. Okay. Remember I said there's this kind of feeling like I don't know if I can, I don't know if I deserve it, I don't know if I'm able to, I don't know. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges you. Yeah. If it's not challenging you to grow, what is the point in it? Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. That's the 9 of Swords. And what's causing you to feel this way is your own heart calling. Absolutely. With all of these Lovers cards coming out, I mean, there's just too much. It's your heart. And all of this new beginning energy. And you even know who it's about. And we end here with the 10 of Cups and actually going for it. But I think you need to dissolve a different situation first. Let's do one romance angel. I have every other oracle out here. Why the heck not? And then as we get towards after Capricorn season comes Aquarius. And that is the change. After we've made our choice. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay. Now, those red flags that come up, that's the devil energy. That's fear. Because we have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah. Faith in the universe. Faith in love. And the 9 of Swords, which came out a couple of different intonations, is not faith. That's about trying to be in control. All right, you guys, that's what I have. I hope it resonated. I sure hope it helped some of you. Let me know. Give the reading a thumbs up. Leave a comment, you guys. It definitely, you know, YouTube runs on an algorithm. So things like thumbs up and stuff actually do matter, as silly as that is. And I do think it is. All right, loves, you take care through this. I'll see you very soon. I'll be doing a reading on that full moon. Bye for now, guys. Namaste.